Welcome back, everybody. After an exciting game number one, UWM takes it and goes up 1-0 in the series. And I mean, it's another 14 or another 14-12, and it just or 13-11. Sorry, and it's just you got to think about the mental for St. Clair right now. Like 0.17 seconds away from sending the game into overtime. What do you think is on the minds of the coach and the players right now?
Two things, I'd say. There's two roads only that they can go. One, okay, that was so close. We can do better next time. Two, we lost by 1.17.
And I mean, if you're a Strider, right, like your whole job is as a coach, you're trying to reinforce these players. Say, okay, you guys played a really good game. You were within literally a millisecond of actually winning this game and at least sending it to overtime and giving themselves a chance. So don't get down on yourself. Just play it out like we planned it. Play it out how we practiced, and we'll get them in this next one for sure.
Yeah,
so,
as you can see, the coach right now, he's like,
yeah.
yeah, we got this, guys. We got this.
You gotta keep your head up because this is the third game in a row that's literally come down to the final round where St. Clair has ended up just losing in that last second stop. And I mean, it's so hard because they fought so well. They ended up coming back in that game from a pretty decent deficit. And I mean, realistically, you're looking at this next game, you're looking into Haven, you're saying, okay, yes, this is their map pick, but we are going to start on attack. And I mean, for me, definitely St. Clair and that Unsent, their attack is their specialty, and they ended up losing on attack there. Ended up at halftime 7-5 for UWM. So definitely their attack looked a little bit shakier there, but their defense looked a lot better. So I mean, when you're looking at Haven here, yeah, maybe Haven on attack is a little bit more difficult than Haven on defense, but you got to say, okay, like obviously our attacking didn't look so good last time, but our defense looked really good. So I definitely think they have it in them. And I mean, for me, I saw Wombat looked so good in that first game, and I think they're fired up to go into game number two and try and get some revenge onto UWM here.
Yeah, you can see him right now in the comms above us. They're like, okay, yeah, I got this, I got this. He was hyping himself up. He was like, yeah, get teams, we got this, we got this. We're going to win this game.
Yeah, and we didn't even mention, they're all in the nest for today. So, like, this is the first time we've had all 5 of them in the nest. So I think it definitely builds a lot more teamwork and camaraderie. And, I mean, in a tough loss like that, it feels so much better for the coach to take all the guys and say, okay, yeah, that was a rough game number one. We ended up losing that, a very close one. But when you're looking at game number two, it's a fresh start. It's a new map. It's a new look. And definitely they can do so much better looking into game number two here. I think you got to just come into it with a fresh mindset. And we are going to see a slight change in comp here. So Bugsy on the Astra again. But we are going to see Bean Boy actually switching onto the Phoenix. And Gokster going to be switching onto the Jet there. So no KO, going to be swapped out for Phoenix here, but Jet is going to stay all the same. Is starting off round one here. Looking towards A here for St. Clair on attack. And a very, very quick flank here by Arthwook and Bugsy here. They're going to catch him really, really fast here. I don't know if St. Clair is ready for it.
Yeah, that's a really ballsy move from them. Like, they're like, okay, easy. We just have to flank.
Oh, Shay RC suffers the wrath of the right click from Bugsy. And he's going to look for another one here. He's going to get a second one. Neeb's going to get one as well. And that's going to be a quick one. Blossom going to get one with a Frenzy. We've seen him do really good things with this Frenzy. Diffuse is going to come down here. Going to get half already. Blossom going to poke out on a sight, but Arthwook going to take him down. B-Boy going to clean up the last one. And that's going to be just one kill for St. Clair. And they played that really well. And I think that two-flanker strategy was so good for UWM, because as soon as they got that bomb plant down, it feels like the entire map is collapsing on you, because you have one coming from heaven, you have one coming from spawn, and then you have one coming from short, and you have one coming from wall. So you're literally getting surrounded on 4 sides all at the same time.
Yeah, like that's crazy in itself. Like, it's also like that was just interesting from them. They're like, okay, why don't we just make sure that C is clear and we just push? What do we have to lose? Pistol rounds?
Yeah, definitely well played by UWM there. Then Claire caught a little bit flat-footed on that plant. Goss, they're getting a quick one with that Marshall. B-Boy getting the second one in mid onto VCAN as well. So 2 quick kills coming through here for UWM, and Flash will come out in mid. But as expected, they are going to probably take away this bonus round pretty well. St. Clair just looking for a pick or two, try and damage Eco a little bit for UWM.
Yeah, I believe St. Clair also went on a half buy. Oh, I meant Wisconsin.
They pick up Spectres here. Another kill over. Bean Boy going to get one and knows that there is someone in spawn. He's going to have to play that really carefully. Flash going to come out here. Bean Boy going to find a third. Looking for Wombat here, and he gets knifed. Bugsy with a teabag as well. And we saw that's the second knife kill for Bugsy in this series.
Yeah, see, they're playing defender sided, or sorry, an attacking sided map attackers while they're in defenders. They're like, why don't we just, instead of defend, why don't we just go find the bomb?
Yeah, definitely well played by them. And looking forward in this one, obviously they will have rifles available for round number 3. You see Neebs and Arthwook going for some Ares here. Definitely interesting buy. And how do you feel about LMGs in the state of Valorant right now?
They're just broken. Like, you can almost wall bang every single wall. Like, look at this. Look at this.
That's a meme if I've ever seen it. The double Ares down mid, right into the into window. That's such a cheese strat. It's funny, but man, it's just so these cheese strats that come up, and you see Neebs now is rotated up to heaven with this Ares actually. So we'll take a pretty decent spot there, but a lot of hesitation on St. Clair here, and I feel like on Haven you kind of have to have that hesitation because the longer you wait on attack on this map, because it's 3 sites, you have to defend all 3, and a lot of time you can pull out util a lot easier than you would maybe on some other maps.
Yeah, like util in this map is just harsh. You sometimes you don't have enough. Sometimes you don't know where to put them.
I mean this reticle. This reticle definitely unorthodox. But Bugsy, I mean, it's been working with the Odin so far, so you can't say anything. But definitely not your typical reticle there. But regardless, they will be pushing onto B site here. Well, half wall is up as well, so they do have a little bit of cover pushing on site here. Flash going to come out here. Actually, Molly from Bean Boy on site. Flash going to come out as well. Just trying to stop him from taking B site here. And just 20 seconds left. St. Clair going to have to push here sometime soon.
Yeah, it looks like that they might be going C. The bomb, yeah, you can see the bomb going C. They have C in full control, I believe.
Okay, Goxer gets one with a pistol, but VK ain't going to trade it back here in just a second. Bomb will go down. Oh no, Wombat actually going to kill Bean Boy, but didn't get that bomb plant down. Neeb's going to get one with a shock dart, and that's going to mean UWM take another round. And St. Clair, again, St. Clair has 3 people alive here, and they have the guns, while UWM is on a save round. And they're not getting this bomb plant down. So I think St. Clair definitely need to be more decisive in how they want to play with these rounds. Maybe it's the nervousness. Maybe it's just, you're still thinking about that last game, but you got to work through it if you're St. Clair.
As you can see right now, their jet is opping. And yeah, like you said, I'd say they all should push. They should have one person just hold flank, and while all the other 4 players just go on A, B, or C. Maybe not B.
So they are going to be pretty spread out here. Casper still with a gun, and a lot of these St. Clair players still have guns, so they will be able to play out this round pretty decently well. Definitely have a chance to try and take this one, but a couple of marshals shooting down long, not going to find anything. A tag was made actually onto JRC there, so we'll be forced off of that peak. Still coming out of the Sage, and I didn't realize there's a Sage now on St. Clair. So an interesting agent change there, but nonetheless pretty useful here on Haven, because you can block off one of these sites very early on.
Yeah, that's really clever from their jet. Is that they have an op and a full shield, and they're just waiting. They're like, okay, if they push this, easy kill, body or head, still 1 shot, 1 kill, no matter how much shields, how much health they have. It's pretty interesting having the op on Haven, because it only goes 1 spot really, or 2 sometimes, mostly C, and Blossom kills their jet.
A Goxer will be taken down there by Blossom, so they will have a small opening here to try and push onto a site. Down to 30 seconds, and again, St. Clair going to be these really late pushes onto sites here. They wait for a peg to come through, and that's when they force it onto a site. But it does mean they get into crunch time here, and you see a lot of players already rotating over from UWM. Means there's going to be a lot of resistance here. Flash coming out of VK, but VK going to get him anyway. Trades going out all over the map, but it's going to be the last one left, and Blossom going to pick up Arthwook, and just like that, St. Clair finally take a round for themselves and make it a 3-1 game.
Yeah, they're like, okay, this is what we did wrong in the past couple of games. This is what we're gonna do right. And as you see right now, their Sage, or St. Clair's Sage, they have their ult. So technically speaking, they have 6 players.
You'll have a second chance at life with Vcan on this Sage, and interesting to me to see. I've never actually seen Wombat on Cypher, so I mean, we always see VCan on Cypher. He's that Sentinel player, either playing Killjoy or Cypher. But, I mean, a welcome change here. Definitely the double Sentinel setup on Haven is crucial because you do have 3 sites. But Bugsy going to get a really early pick on VCan here. Definitely boding well for them on defense here. And, I mean, realistically right now, still up 3-1. Still pretty confident and have guns available. So, nothing too much to worry about for UWM, but I mean, if you take this round off of them, their eco is going to be in tatters. And if you're St. Clair, that's exactly what you need because I feel like. Do you feel like this is more of a defensive map or an offensive map?
This one, I feel like it's more of an attacking sided map
Because you have like the 3 options for sites.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but I think the fundamental problem with this map, I feel, is that B site is so easy to end up getting collapsed on, and I feel like as an attacker, B site is almost a debate because when you plant on that site, it's so hard to actually hold it because you can get attacked from so many different angles trying to hold. But in the meanwhile, a couple trades coming out here, and St. Clair going to be cleaning up most of the members of UWM cleaning up most of the members of St. Clair here. Just going to be JRC, the only one left here on site. Neeb's going to clean them up. They're going to take it and make it a 4-1 game. St. Clair going to be losing a lot of their weaponry here, forced to most likely go back on eco.
Yeah, back to your thought of this map being an attacking or defending side map. Technically speaking, B has the same chances of like being collapsed on than C, because if you have a flank, sure, like B is easier to flank, maybe from garage going to mid, going to B, but like with C, you're still gonna get attacked from 3 different sides: CT, T, and garage.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I feel like B site is also very easy access for defenders to rotate to, right? Because as soon as you hear that bomb plant down, you don't have to move all the way over to the other side of the map. You're only moving like a little bit of distance, and you can almost get there as soon as you hear that plant come down. But in the meanwhile, it was a kill over for UWM onto St. Clair. Here, Casper going to be pushing up on site. Going to get one here. Going to be able to back up and save his life just in time, but Arthwook does get a trade on the Blossom. So it will be 2 members of St. Clair here. Very, very low HP. Nebus going to clean up VCan, and that means the only 2 people left are going to be lower than 30. So definitely going to be a big task here for JRC and Casper to try and complete.
Yeah, as you can see right now, Phoenix is like, okay, so there's still both there. I might as well just flank them, hold them. I have more HP than them both combined.
Oh, it's going to be one, and Arthwook going to get JRC through the wall there. Arthwook with a 4K in that round. Looked really, really comfortable on A site here, and I feel like that's the advantage of A site for Cypher. There's a couple really good cam spots that you can take that are so hard to destroy that camera on, unless you actually push up onto the site. So if you even hesitate for a second, like you saw St. Clair kind of just sitting around on like the passageway from spawn onto A site, you kind of lose that momentum, and Cypher can pick you off with his tripwires and with his cage.
Yeah, as we can see right now, their jet is back on the op. How do you feel about the op on this game?
Op OP. I'm gonna say it. Op is, ooh, that's gonna be a close one. Blossom definitely holding his breath after that one, but does manage to survive in that smoke. But it will mean C-site will be extremely hard to take. Bean Boy is gonna get one with the gravity really well placed there by the Astra. Does allow them to get that first kill of the round. Rez is available though for VCan, so we'll see. Maybe he'll think about rotating back to that site, but JRC gonna get Bean Boy, and that's gonna be Blossom cleaning him up there on the other side of that. Wombat gonna get Bugsy as well, but Goxer still with this op on C site. He's gonna be challenged here. Wombat looks like he maybe wants to think about it, but they know this op is on C, so really interesting to see a rotation not come out of them. Cam will come down, not gonna spot out this opper though. Really, really good spot here for Gox. They're going to look to find Wombat. That's going to mean it's going to be a 2v2 here. Bomb will be down as well, down C long, and this is not good. St. Clair, no smokes here for JRC to peek this. They know Goxer was holding left side, but they have no idea where he is now. Is going to be just JRC versus 3. Going to try and get this bomb and sneak his way out of here. Will get spotted out here in just a second here. Neebs is going to peek that corner. Not going to hit the dop shot, though. Goxer not going to be able to make contact on that one. Skandar will not actually. Oh, yeah, we'll see JRC down to HP, and that's going to be a cleanup. Arthwook going to take him out. And really interesting play there. I definitely think Wombat should not have taken that to C long when they knew there was an op there. Definitely should have just taken the rotation and gone to A or B. Forced the rotation out of at least get this op on the move, because basically that op controlled that entire round.
Yeah, like right now, for example, he saved. He now has 6,300 creds. He can buy someone else. He's now a supplier.
Definitely. I mean, the game is 6-1. UWM definitely taking over this defending half, and I think St. Clair definitely stumbling out of the blocks here, not looking too hot in their attacking side. And yes, it wasn't their map choice. Obviously, I'm very, very well versed for St. Clair on their defense on this map, but attacking not so much. And it is kind of showing here. Will be spotted out here. Bladestorm available. JRC just going to force his way into B side. They will go for the plant. Going to get him. Beanboy taken down here. Will dash towards that to pick up the Vandal. Going to look for one, but Neeps, meanwhile, gets two with the Hunter's Fury. Arthwa cleans up JRC, and it's going to be a quick 2v4 here. Bugsy going to force away on a side here with an Odin. That's going to be Neeps taking out a third with the Shock Dart, and that's all the utility. Looking for this revolver kill, but Goxter going to find him with the Blades, and Wombat taken down means a 7-1 game for UWM. And that Hunter's Fury took out two, and then a Shock Dart took out a third. So such good utility use out of the Sova for UWM here, and definitely looking a lot hotter than St. Clair starting off this game.
Yeah, as you can see right now, Jet still has the op, and it might be going. Yeah, it's going short in the sewers on A. How do you feel?
We say, you know what? We saw this last game, and I talked to I think it was JRC after the last game, and he was telling me, he's like, they had this opper go into sewers, and no opper ever goes into sewers. It's such a weird play, but this is the second time we're gonna see it. And I don't know, Wombat wasn't here last week. Maybe he's not aware. He's definitely thinking about it though, but won't end up peeking it. That's gonna be pushing in through mid here, but gonna miss actually. So won't take advantage of that op in sewers. That's gonna be a lot of damage down. Casper gonna clean up. Neebs there, and Bomb Plant will go down here. And they decided B is a better course of action.
Yeah, like I said, B is still the same as any other side. It's just easier to get onto by defenders or attackers. It looks like that both of the teams, they prefer defending.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's because these walkways into the actual sites are very narrow, so not too much utility. You need to actually hold on to these sites pretty well. Arthwook is going to find his way on the site, though. Casper going to be there as well. JRC going to trade one out. That's going to be a Hunter's Fury coming down through mid here. JRC going to find two with the Vandal, though. Beanboy going to finally trade him out. It's going to be a 2v2 on site here. Skandar going to come down, and that's going to be not the right time to use your util. It's just going to be Blossom against Beanboy, who will find this 1v1. It's going to be Blossom getting that headshot and taking the round for St. Clair. Going to add the teabag on just for a little bit of BM, and finally St. Clair take a round.
Yeah, and in the last game, I believe it was their Bugs. I feel like he was the one.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
so
Bugs.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna get you back, bud.
Yeah. So Goxter still with the op available, did end up rebuying that one. So we'll have a lot of util. And you see, even though St. Clair did end up winning the round, their econ still in completely shattered. Wombat going to be stuck on this Spectre for this round, and still full buys coming out of all the members of UWM. So definitely going to be hard stuff. Oh, that's going to be Bugsy getting two really early picks in this round, and that's not what you want to see if you're a St. Clair fan.
Yeah, no, that's just heartbreaking.
The Vcan will res Casper here. They're going to know exactly where he is, though. Vcan getting it out throat, but Neebs will get Wombat in the meanwhile. So Neebs pushed up really, really far on A site here. Will have to retreat when he knows they are going to be coming towards there. It will be a flank here by Beanboy, looking if he can catch anyone out. That's going to be just turning in time. Oh, no. Sage has no idea what's coming. Casper might get caught from behind, too. Beanboy sees it happening. That's going to be Beanboy taking out Casper. Now they know one's on the flank. They're panicked. They have no clue where it's coming from. Beanboy going to poke us out of the corner. Flash going to come out. Not going to push it, though. It does mean a 4v2 here. And again, St. Clair, I feel like, is waiting a little bit too long in these rounds to actually convert. And it's costing them so much because you get these flankers coming out of UWM, and you allow them so much time to walk around the back of sites and use up so much of that time to get onto them before they can actually convert these sites into round wins.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's always difficult sometimes, and them waiting like that last second. Maybe that's what it comes to every time. Them waiting, and then it's just the last second, like last game, 0.17, and just losing the round.
It's not like Rainbow Six. It's not the same game.
No.
Definitely a lot more fast pace, and I feel like St. Clair is kind of hesitating a little bit too much on these attacking rounds, not sure where to go or what to do. And I mean, I think more importantly here, the way you play around this op is you find out what site it's on, and then as soon as you know where it is, you rotate to the other side of the map and force push onto that site. Because the important thing with an op is if you end up managing to get on site, it's so much harder to play around with an op because you have so many places to check. So when you swing out of corners, it's so much harder to actually advance onto a site and retake it than it is to just hold the site and prevent other people from getting onto it. So I think St. Clair needs to start figuring out as soon as they know where this op is. So they are going to know op is going to be in sewers. So what they should be doing here is they need to smoke off sidewalk and then rotate to C site as fast as possible. Because if you're able to do that, it makes this op super ineffective.
Yeah, but they never do that. They're like, it's an op. We're going to face it. And Viken kills the opper.
Hey, if you can revolver it, you can face it, and you can kill it. So Viken going to get a second one. Bean Boy going to trade one back, though, to a piece for both of these sides now. But more importantly, St. Clair does have an arsenal available. Then they finally have a gun, I believe, on one member, or they didn't end up picking up that gun. So there are a few rifles on site here, and most likely I think St. Clair going to be looking to try and force on A site just because there are guns available for them to pick up here. So Astro will be in heaven here, just waiting for them to push on the site. Casper going to be checking spawn here. Smoke is going to pop up here in just a second for heaven. Bugsy going to get Casper before that can happen. Plant going to come down. Going to get spammed out through the wall, and op going to be picked up for JRC here. JRC deadly with an op, but no, going to opt for the Vandal here. JRC does get Arthwook. Concuss will come down on Wombat, but they won't force it. JRC with just 42 HP in hell here. They know one's above, and that's going to be getting, and that's one being peppered, but Wombat with the right click. Going to get one and going to get another with the right click. Wombat popping off for St. Clair, and they pick up a third round, and that was a Wombat show right there.
Oh, yeah. You said, you know what? Last game I was not feeling, the other game I was not feeling well, like last week. So this, I'm gonna redeem myself. I'm gonna top frag. I'm gonna do whatever I can to still save my spot on the team.
Yeah, and that revitalizes St. Clair too. That's 2 rounds in a row that they probably shouldn't have had that they ended up winning. So all credit goes to them. Definitely playing their ego rounds pretty well here, but they are still down 8-3, and I mean they will have a bye round here on the final round of the half. But definitely looking like UWM controlled this half very well. Arthwook going to get one through the smoke. That's going to be Blossom taken down early here, and they will have the op available over on site soon. VK going to get the res off, though. We'll pull it to a 5-5. So both sides still even. A lot of smoke down C side. I'm expecting a rotate out here.
Yeah, now we have both Astra and Cypher on 2 different teams. They both have their alts. I'm hoping that they use them with, you know, with good tuition type of thing.
I'm most likely looking for this Astra to alt post plant on whatever site they decide to retake. If the bomb ends up going down, I don't expect it to be used here too early. I think they will try and save that for when they know where this bomb is going. But those are the only 2 alts available for the moment. Just a Cypher alt and a Astra alt. So Blossom in mid, trying to find anyone here. Vcan will have the trap taken out here. And will be revealed, which means they has to rotate, but looks like they are going to be pushing on the C side here. Just 30 seconds, and again, St. Clair with these late pushes means the rotations come in, and you see there's already 4 stacked on C site here. It is going to be a difficult take for St. Clair. Will be caught out by the camera, and Neeb's going to take out Wombat in garage there. Looking for another one. Casper going to be pushing up as well. Trying to find Neebs here, but Neebs will escape here at the moment. Flash going to come out here. He's going to come off the ceiling with Bugsy. Going to find 2. In the meanwhile, trade 2 apiece, and that's going to mean Plant will come down here. Just 8 seconds left. It is going to be a 2v3, just going to be a 1v3 here. Casper sneaking up behind, though. Maybe you can catch him off guard here. They have no IDs here. Diffuse hasn't come down yet. Oh, isn't able to get the headshot, though. Does finally get one. It's going to be 2. Going to have to get one here. Not going to find the headshot. Neebs will, and that's going to mean they will take round number 12 and take this side 9-3.
Yeah, that was just amazing from Wisconsin. Like how they were still able to win that round. Like even though Jet had an op for the whole time, they also managed to get like go back to the Vandal, and like they said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna find this Vandal since they're already on the site. It's gonna be so difficult for me to use the op. I'm gonna use a Vandal and see if I can do something with it.
Yeah, for sure. So eco rounds played pretty well there for St. Clair. They did end up picking up a couple for themselves, and looking onto this attacking half. For UWM, you do obviously have the momentum. You ended up winning a lot of those attacking side or the defending side rounds. When you're looking on to attack here, how do you think they opt to go at it differently than St. Clair did?
Honestly, if they would push fast and not wait for the last possible second, I feel like they got this in the bag.
Yeah, for sure. So, like you said, it is a quick push on the seaside here. It will be 2. Smoke will come down here. They will poke themselves out here. Arthwook going to get 1. Looking for a second here. Bean Boy going to find the headshot on Blossom here. Cage is going to come out into CT spawn, and that's going to mean Plant will come down here. A quick 5v3 for UWM, and Asper going to get 1 back. And they will know there's 2 down long here. Arthwook going to get JRC there in Cubby, and that's going to mean Neebs, sorry, going to pick up 1. B-Boy going to pick up another. UWM take the pistol round, go up 10-3, and I mean, at this point, UWM is going to full buy in this round, and they will take it most likely, and it'll be 11-3. So St. Clair really have 1 chance on their buy round to actually turn this game around. Otherwise, it's going to be a series over, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, if like I said, they literally did what I said. I was like, okay, if you push fast, it will just hurt them more. It will, like, not only that you might get more kills, like St. Clair will just be eager to go on the site, and you will just get easy picks.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely think, you know, looking at this game as a whole, I think the last game definitely affected them. Neebs is going to get a kill with that Ares there, but Bomb Plant will go down in mid, so they will get Plant down here. Will be scanned, so they'll know exactly where this jet went when they dashed out, but it will be really tough retake here. Revolver can come down mid. Arthwook going to get 1 with a Spectre. Couple of smokes go out here, but Molly will be on bomb, so won't get a chance to defuse here just yet. Cam going to come out on site. Flash going to come out as well. Bean Boy going to get 1. JRC going to get another. JRC will be able to pick up a ghost here, but Bean Boy going to get him with the Spectre. Oh, jumping headshot by Wombat. Finds Bean Boy, but Arthwook cleans him up anyway.
Yeah, the classic is good, but it's sometimes not good enough to just 1v4, 1v5.
Wombats look pretty damn good on that
Yeah.
on that plastic though, like on the classic right click. Like that round before in the last half, he got 2 kills against actual rifles with the right click on the classic. So I think definitely proving the power of that weapon. But I mean, regardless, this is going to be, I feel like, the round for St. Clair you need to win. Otherwise, you're going to be packing your bags and being sent home. So I definitely think it's going to be all on St. Clair. Find a plan to get to stop this bomb plan from going down. And yeah, it is going to be a rush on B site here. And like we were saying, this is what I want to see St. Clair doing, and this is what UWM are doing to perfection, is just rush this plant, get it down as fast as possible, force St. Clair to be on the onus, and put all the pressure on them to try and retake these sites.
As you can see, Phoenix now just hits his ult, just goes onto the side. They're like, okay, who is there for me to kill? And gets killed by, I believe, Casper.
Yeah. JRC will get Arthwook there, and Casper knows there's one on the flank, but has no idea where it is. So will not catch out this Astra going all the way around to the other side of the site. Bugsy has a beautiful flank here on both members of St. Clair. They have no idea that Bugsy's going to be coming from this angle, and Neeb's going to get 1. That's not going to matter. Casper and JRC get taken out, and again, UWM come out with a clutch round, and I feel like that's got to be it for St. Clair. That was their full buy round that they didn't end up winning, and I think UWM played their attacking rounds perfectly. They rushed site, they got plant down, and they forced, you know, St. Clair into this pressure situation where, as a defender, I feel like you're way more comfortable when you're not forced into a site, right? Because when you're forced onto a site, when you get bomb plant down early, it means the defenders have to check every angle they're coming in on, make sure no one's hiding out, no one's flanking. So I feel like UWM played that really, really well. And I mean, for St. Clair, there's going to be some kind of hero player, or else the series is over.
Yeah, my friend always tells me it's never a loss until it's a loss. It's always winnable.
Oh, Bean Boy definitely making VCan think this one is not winnable. Already down a player here very early in the round. And St. Clair need to find some kind of miracle here. Plant will come down on B side here in a second. Blossom going to get 1 though on Gogster. Plant will come down. Wombat going to find a second one. Definitely have a chance to try and come back in this round here. 20 health on Needs. Bomb Plant is going to be on C here. How are they going to play this one? JRC gets one with a Bulldog. Pulls it to 2-3. Definitely doable here for St. Clair. Neeb's going to be the only one on site here. Just 20 HP on him. Arthur full HP down long. Neebs and Arthur going to find 1 apiece, and that's going to be just 1 in the back, and Neebs gets a 3rd, and that's going to be it. UWM take the second map 13-3 and take the series 2-0.
Yeah, they both did very well in my opinion. Like they they tried their best, and that's what all matters too. Like
Yeah.
they got practice out of it at least.
I mean, it's conference play. It's important, and now they do drop to 1-2. UWM goes up to 3-0, and like you're saying, you know, Wisconsin Madison was 2-0 to start out the league. We didn't know who they played or how good their opponents were, but now being 3-0, like regardless of who their teams are, they're playing really, really well as a team. And I think definitely looking back on that series, you had the first map pick, which was St. Clair, and they did really, really well on that one. Obviously, did end up losing the game, but it came down to the very last round. And the second game, I really feel like St. Clair just not as well versed on Haven, and just couldn't really handle this attack style that you need to play on it, because you saw the last 3 rounds there for UWM. Every single time they rushed B, they got plant down, and despite all the craziness that was happening around, it was like orchestrated chaos for UWM that they knew how to play perfectly. Like you saw even in that last round, you had a beautiful flank come out of Bugsy there onto site, so they knew exactly how they wanted to play it. Force B, take it early, and I really feel like St. Clair is going to look back on the VOD and say, okay, maybe this is a strat we want to try, and maybe this could be successful for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good that like you can only learn from your losses, and that's what makes you successful.
Sure.
And them looking back at this, the VOD reviews, they always do those. Like they can always learn. Like for example, they were hard, or yeah, they were perfect in attacking last week for Ascent, for example, right?
Yeah.
And over here, they were perfect this week. They were perfect in defending side. Like
I don't know if
I
they're
wouldn't say
perfect, but they did
yeah.
decently well on defending. So a lot to take away, but in the end, St. Clair ends up losing that game and loses the series 0-2 to UWM. All credit to them. They go up 3-0 in Conference 1. St. Clair drops to 1-2. And you know what else is really good? Our sponsors. We love our sponsors.
We love them.
We have our new sponsor is going to be Crunchyroll. I want to welcome them to the St. Clair Saints family. You can get a 14-day premium trial of Crunchyroll for free at crunchyroll.com/saints. Who doesn't like free anime? Who doesn't like free stuff? You like free stuff? I like free stuff. You like free stuff? Everyone likes free stuff. So shout out to Crunchyroll. Our other sponsors too, we love them as well. Subway, Tim Hortons, the SRC, and the Alumni Association. They're all great sponsors, and we really appreciate them for the season. And you know what else I appreciate?
The merch. Always the merch. Yeah, you can get your merch at acquire.ca/saints. I know I ordered a lot of merch, so hopefully it will come this month. And I'm excited about this merch. I heard it's very comfy from people from last year, from people that have ordered it, and some people already got theirs now. And like it's so comfy. They love it. You got hoodies, you got the varsity the
jacket.
Yeah, the jacket, and also I believe you also have the varsity Jersey, yeah.
Jersey.
So hard for me to say.
That's all right.
And I'm pretty sure that you can also now have your name printed on the back.
Yeah, you can. It's pretty cool. You can get customizable jersey. Who doesn't want to have a St. Clair jersey with their name on the back of it? It's pretty sick. So get your stuff at acquire.ca/St. Clair and /Saints Gaming. And I mean, that's going to be it for us. I think definitely hard fought by St. Clair. Does end up taking the L in the series. Goes 0-2 in the last 2 weeks, and I'm really looking for a bounce back here. I think it's been a tough couple weeks. It's been some close games, but I think definitely looking forward. A lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to learn from these ones. But that is going to be it for today's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Tomorrow we will have Overwatch, so definitely come out, support us. We all love Overwatch just as much as we love Valorant. So yeah, check out the next stream. That's going to be it. John and Bill Bang Zudima, joined by Donka J. Donka. I want to thank you all for coming out to the stream and hope you all have a blessed night. .54 HP here. He's going to have to play this carefully. Here's one knockdown to Mark. Yeah, going to get a third. This could go huge for Goxer here. Just going to get one Wombat back of sight. Used the flash, but wasn't able to actually get it onto Goxer. Goxer has to push this. Wombat and Goxer. Mono Wombat winning that 1v1 and saving the round for St. Clair. But, I mean, that was huge for super important to Valorant.
Well, see, now that's the thing, right? It's either that you save and you get like a couple $100 extra, or sorry, yeah, if you either save and get a couple $100 and keep your gun that is worth like 3,000.
Bean Boy with a spicy martial shot for mid there. Wombat does trade back, but Bean Boy going to get another get out, and he's going to stabilize. the KO here. So Goxter will get a second try in this round, but JRC gonna get him through the wall there. He knew exactly what Bean Boy was gonna try and do. Gonna look for one. Blazer, I'm gonna get one. Bean Boy just has one to beat, but JRC, the better Jet, wins, and that's gonna be JRC taking round number 10% Clair in a much needed buy round they had. You're gonna take him out before he can do any more damage. So it will be a 3v3 retake here. Can UWM take another round off of St. Clair? Will they hold on to this? Oh, it's gonna be 2 for Blossom. Beautiful spray control there, but Bugsy gonna clean that up. It's gonna be a 1v2. Can Bugsy do it down to 40 HP in a dream? In the 1v2 scenario, JRC, just a second on Catwalk. Casper gonna throw out the scan dart in tree. So he knows there's gonna be someone there, gonna find 2, but not gonna find any damage. Actually does get Bugsy down quite low. Shock Dart gonna come through, gonna get one with the Shock Dart, and Bugsy down to 10 HP is gonna be very low. Casper gonna get one through the smoke, but Arthwook gonna trade it back. JRC and Blossom gonna get ones of their own. It's gonna be one left on site here, looking for the KO. Gonna get one with the Judge. Bean Boy gonna answer it back though, down to 14 HP. Casper gonna get Goxter in that down state, so it will be on one knee, waiting for a teammate to revive him. Jet, revive me, please. What are you shouting? Oh, Wombat with a nasty deagle. Oh, gonna get another one. Wombat holding this site really well, looking for a third, but Gox are gonna get him finally. It'll be just the classic. JRC is gonna have to push on site here sometime soon. We'll find one. We'll look for the other. No. Arthur gonna survive here at the moment. Gonna get chip damage, but not gonna take him down though. Is gonna pull on the classic. Gonna get the right click, and JRC clutching up in the 1v2. That's some beautiful play there. The right click with the classic always comes through.
Yeah, the classic.
Awkward spot here. Wombat gonna get a nice spray there onto Bean Boy. Smoke gonna come out here. That's gonna be a couple nades going down on the site that will stop the plant for the moment here, but it's gonna be a lot of util being used towards CT spawn, or towards T spawn here. Wombat gonna look for the kill, but Gox are gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy smokes, VCan gonna get the trade, but it doesn't matter. Pushes onto sites here. They wait for a peg to come through, and that's when they force it onto a site, but it does mean they get into crunch time here, and you see a lot of players already rotating over from UWM. Means there's gonna be a lot of resistance here. Flash coming out of VCan. VCan gonna get him anyway. Trades going out all over the map, but it's gonna be the last one left, and Blossom gonna pick up Arthwook, and just like that, St. Clair take our finally